What's up, people? My video is simple. Why would you work with the same people that kill you? Like, here's how I am. The way I'm growing into, the way I'm looking at it too. Um, if you working for your enemy, if you working for the enemy, the so-called white man, if you working for them, why would I waste my time? That's my question. Why would I waste my time talking to you and telling you that he is the enemy when you know, when you have a general idea, when you, for one, you ain't gonna listen. For one, you're going to look at, you probably will look at me stupid for telling you that your enemy is the enemy. So why would I waste my energy talking to you and telling you that the look, okay, if I'm telling you that the white man is the devil and you work on his police force, right? You work on his police force. And I told y'all that's what you're gonna get here. Because I'm gonna tell the truth here. I don't have love. Let me tell you something. I don't have love for my enemies. No. Why would I have love for the same people who's killing our people every day? When you think about, let's say, example, Emmett Till. Why would I have love for people and continue to look up to these people like they the best shit ever? I can't do that. And then we are living in a condition to where we're find we don't have the resources is to afford certain resources, and they hold back certain resources and got a lot of our people in the community that's poor. Why would I turn around, in essence, love and respect somebody like that who never did nothing for our community, just kept our community in a situation to where it's like it's keeping us backed up to where we can't even prosper off of our own wealth? So the question goes back to my original question when I first started this video. If I'm sitting there telling a sister or brother, uh, why would I even waste my time even talking to them when they are arrogant anyway? Especially the so-called black woman, she gonna got that mindset to where she's arrogant, especially when she have a job for the white for white supremacy. You know, when you working for those people, because you have to understand, people, this society is against everything that God is against. America is for everything. And then see, when you choose to work for these type of people, when you choose to work for these people, what you are actually saying, okay, if I, you know what? I'm gonna go against everything. I'm gonna go against my own God, because what you're doing, you're signing a contract with your devil. You're signing a contract with the devil. I would never work for no damn police station. Hell, I'll cuss somebody out coming. I'll cuss them out coming to be telling me something about working for Esau, working for the white man, the police force, and all that kind of stuff. I don't give a damn how. Look, if you want to ever get a good beat down, you bring that shit to me. You'll be bringing it to the right one, because I'm the so-called white man. Any of them, I'm gonna say you got the right one. You got the right one. And look, y'all wouldn't even want to even imagine what I would say. I would make sure I would blast their ass. Y'all don't know the stuff I could even tell y'all all the stuff I'd be telling them. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I couldn't. Y'all wouldn't even want to even imagine. Y'all probably wouldn't even want to even imagine the stuff I would tell the so-called white man working for the police. And that's what I be telling. Well, at least I tried to say something. You see what I'm saying? But our people is in a mind state where they not going to listen. And my question goes back: why would I waste my time even talking to you when you already done signed a contract with your enemy? When you, that's what you done did. You sign a contract with the same people that's rape, robbing, and murdering, and killing your people, and then still doing it in your face to this day. And you get on your TikTok and your Instagram and you put a so-called uniform on, a so-called white police, so-called police uniform on, a uniform that represents somebody that people that's going around just mass shooting and killing our people. That's like you putting on a Klan suit. It really is. When you put on a so-called whatever the hell, cheap suit or police suit or whatever with a gun on you, you really is the damn Klan. You ain't no different from the damn Klan. You a modern day damn Klan. Ku Klux Klan. That's what you is. And what you're saying that you gonna sign up with these people and you're going to help them against your people. How could you even, first of all, even feel comfortable with putting on a damn police suit, a demonic Klan? That's what I call. I ain't gonna even say no damn police suit because there ain't no such thing as that. All of that shit is of the devil. We just saying they say police suit, but really it's a Klan outfit. It ain't no different from you wearing something that's lynching. You stating that you lynching somebody. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the hell that is. Yeah, that's what I tell them. Like, what the hell? Like, say, working for your people, and all your people did rape, rob, and murder. What the fuck? What the hell would I look like getting on your police force, working for a system that represents something that done murdered hundreds and hundreds and millions of my people? What the hell would I look like working for a so-called white man and they done raped, robbed, and murdered and just disrespected the shit out of our people and just done murdered the hell out of our people, just innocent bloodshed? And you get on a police force and you want to work for your enemy. You sick as fucking hell. Then you think about Emmett Till and all them people that they murdered, bro. You so-called black woman, really? You is sick. You a sick individual. You is past sick. And the so-called black man, you sick too. How could y'all, that's what I want to know. How could y'all sit up and work for y'all's enemy? Now, I do have another channel that like I said, you only get good vibes and stuff. I'm only doing that because I'm trying to do something for my people. I ain't worried about them other nations of people because they the enemy and they ain't doing nothing. They are our enemy. You see what I'm saying? What the hell would I look like working on a? I'm like, man, what the hell? It'll be a hell. The hell will break loose right at you. You come up to me with some shit like that now and see what happens. Like they had a man years ago telling me about the military. For some reason, I don't know why. When I was like a teenager, probably about 9 or 10, I never did like the military for some reason. I don't know why. And I didn't have no knowledge of Esau, the Bible, none of that. But it's just something. Can somebody tell me in the comment section before I even got in it? But now I know about Esau now, and I know about what the Bible says about him and stuff. But back then, when I didn't know nothing or what I didn't understand nothing, can you tell me what that was? You see what I'm saying? That is crazy. Why in the hell would I work for? And think about it. You got a gun in your side. You know what that represents? That represents the keep it. You chosen to be a regular. The Egyptians who had the Israelites in bondage. You represent somebody. You're signing a contract to say, I'm gonna be over my people. I'm gonna own my own people as slaves. That's what that represents. Then you turn around and you work for your enemy, black woman, black man, and you feel proud about that. You feel so proud. You think it's gonna make you higher than what you is, right? Oh my goodness, man! How could they? How could people? It's like I see why the Bible it did says 2/3 of our people are gonna be destroyed, man. What the hell? Like You sitting up there, I had to get off the person's page. It was just sickening to me. I just said, no, you chose to sit there and identify with your enemy. You're chosen to work. Like, think about all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and millions of people. Yeah, I want y'all so-called black people, us, yeah, y'all, look, man, bro. Just think about what I'm saying. Because it's like what I'm saying, it's like it goes over a lot of our people's head. It just go, you tell them, it just swap. It's like they ignore it. It's like they are so blind, they ignore it. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. I got you. Hold on, let me turn this water off up in here because there was somebody in here. They had to leave and go. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, but that's my question. You know, y'all, I ain't took a bath or nothing this morning, but I just wanted to just come and put that out. How in the hell could you sit up there and just like work for like your enemy? Your enemy, like, I mean, you could tell it's like you wasting time actually talking to, and then what they'll say, well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do and compromise this and that and the third, and and all that kind of stuff. But the Bible, the Most High tell you, what shall it profit a man if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Like, uh, um, you still to this. It still doesn't change the fact that you sitting up there working for your enemy. That's like if they say, let me give you an example. If there's an organization that goes around and say they're gonna pay people just to go, this is just an example. This is just hypothetical. If they go around, this is hypothetical. That's what I'm warning. It's just hypothetical. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because black, so-called people of color, so-called black people, we don't just get on our cameras and go and promote. This is not nothing to promote inside. This is not nothing. We don't do that here. But anyway, um, it's just like, let's say they got an organization, right? And there's no other organization, and they tell you that we pay you to go around and just murder people, and you say, well, we just got to do what we got to do then. And they claim that it's something protecting the community, but you go around and you kill people. The job is that you got to go around and kill people and murder people or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Would you still, now think about it, and you sign a contract and you know what this system is going to do? You done sold your soul out to the enemy. There are other jobs, not something you don't want to. Why would you want to get something? Why would you want to get something that represents something that's murdering and slaughtering and killing your people? Well, you got to do what you got to do. No, you don't. So you choose to take and go and sign a contract, even if it means murdering and killing your people just to survive your family. That's what you gonna do. If it's murdering your own people, right? Did the Bible tell you? It tells you in the Bible. It says The seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers. Look what it says right here. And I want to thank Brother Melvin Wisdom for this text because they introduced this text to me. Let's read the beginning of it. I don't know how I'm going to sound. I don't know if it's going to make any sense or what. But let's read this because this is I think it's about my first time fixing to read it. Hold on. All right, I don't want y'all to hear that sneezing. All right, let's go. It said, and there shall no evil happen unto him that fears the Lord, but in the temptation, even against he will deliver him. But in temptation, even against he will deliver him. Verse 2 of the Ecclesiastes chapter 33 in the Apocrypha. A man of understanding trusts in the law. A man of understanding trusts in the law, not in these damn jobs. And the law is faithful unto him as an article. The articles mean the articles of God, the scroll, the scriptures. Prepare what ye say. Prepare what to say. And so thou shalt be heard and build up instructions, and then make answer. The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axe lit tree, and a stealing house as a mocking friend. He I don't even know what this is. Look like it sounds like it's a Greek word. Nathan under everyone that setteth upon him. Why does one day excel another? Whom as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun. By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished. And see that? Look at this here. Let's read this again. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 33 in the Apocrypha, chapter 1 and verse 8. By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. He altered seasons and feasts. Some of them had he made the days and hallowed them, and some of them had he made ordinary days. See, God, them ordinary days, you shouldn't be celebrating them ordinary days. When you get on the police force, that's something that is strange. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, let's go on. All men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge, the Lord divided them and made their ways diverse. We're not the same. We don't sleep with dogs. You don't lick dogs like they say, lick them in the mouth. They don't lick you in the mouth. All stuff like that. You know, when you come now, a lot of our people, us, we done been conditioned to those customs through ignorance. We practice them, but once we come to the knowledge of the truth, we separate ourselves from that. Look what it says. And some of them had he blessed and exalted, and some of them he had sanctified. See, we all are not the same people. We you know, so-called black people. As long as we got, you know, people of color, whatever you want to call us, Latino, Native American, mix, or whatever, you know. But if you're a so-called black person, that's what I'm just saying, it just for the sake of context. Uh, what am I doing in here? I'm just chilling. As long as I got my like watching TV, the internet, and stuff like that, got my food and stuff. More than likely, I ain't gonna want to go no damn well. Not out in the woods trying to hunt shit and all that kind of stuff. That's something that I don't like doing. I don't like that. I like chilling. I like reading. I like sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you the example. Let's read this again because this shit is good, bro. I never read this here. Thank you, brother, for you know, because I needed to build myself up in this text, brother Melvin Wisdom. I really did. I needed to build myself up because I got enlightenment. You know, when they was on the streets and they was quoting these scriptures out in the streets, I'm like, okay, This is a good breakdown here. It says, let's read it, verse 8. Uh, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, 33 and verse 8. By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished. That means distinguished mean there's a difference here. And he altered season and feasts. He altered seasons and feasts. Some of them had he made made high days. Some of them had he made high days. That means holy, and hallowed them. And some of them had he made ordinary days. Ordinary days like your birthdays and stuff. You ain't supposed to be celebrating that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? In much all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge, the Lord, the Lord had divided them and made their ways diverse. That means different. We're different. Some of them had he blessed and exalted, and some of them had he sanctified. God didn't sanctify everybody in the whole world. He only sanctified the chosen people, the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, the only people that sanctified. And set near himself, but some of them had he cursed and brought low and turned out of their place, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his to fashion it at his pleasures. So man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liken him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two, and two, one against another. I woke up last of all as one that gathereth after the grape gathers by the blessings of the Lord. I profited and filled my winepress like a gathering of grapes. Okay, that's all I read for right now, but that was powerful. The Bible says, and some of them had he made holy days and hallowed them, and some of them had he made ordinary days. That's Ecclesiastes 33 from the Apocrypha, chapter 8, verses 9, verses 10 and 12. This was really good. But when you work and when you go and choose to work on the police force, when you choose to work on the so-called white man's police force, Esau, that's his biblical name, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. When you choose to go and you choose to work for them people, what you're saying, I sign a contract to be a slave owner to my own people. That's what you're doing. You're saying I'm choosing to be a slave owner to my own people. I'm choosing to work for the so-called white man, and if it's necessary, I will sell them out, kill them, I accept the spirit of this. I accept the consecration of this being over me. They're gonna consecrate me. You're saying I want them to consecrate me is to be the devil, like to train me into being the enemy to my own people. That's really what you're doing. You're not aware of it. You might have not knew it, but I'm letting you know that's what you're doing. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, or try to make it sound good. Well, God, this and that. No, you're not gonna be able to come to me with that BS. How you gonna try to come and convince somebody of their own book and convince a lie when we are the people of that book? If somebody it's like your body from inside and out. You know it. You know your body. You grew up studying your body. You know what it needs. You know when it's hungry. Somebody try to come and convince you ain't hungry when you know you hungry. How in the world they gonna convince you of your book when you are that book? How they gonna convince you about this book when you already the book? How you gonna convince a scholar of something when he already know what it is? You can't do it. You signed the contract with the enemy to say, I'm gonna be a slave owner to my own, I'm gonna be a modern day slave owner. You so-called black woman, so-called black man, that's what you're doing. So why would you work for your enemy? You are no different from Esau, because you got the spirit of Esau consecrated upon you. Wake up and come out of that. Wake up. That's why we blowing the trumpet. All right, I'm gonna come back. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this here. Because look, I don't have love for my enemy. I have love for my people, and only 2/3 of my people gonna be destroyed because they choose to work for the enemy, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Um, y'all still sit there and y'all want to work for. Y'all think that makes perfect sense, right? And then you arrogant towards your own black man, woman. Black woman, you arrogant. You're very arrogant and proud. Why don't you be like that toward Esau, the white man? Why don't you do him like that? Why don't you tell him that? Why don't you tell the so-called white man that? How you disrespecting your own brother? Why don't you tell them that? Tell the big bad wolf that, the so-called white man. That's the big bad enemy wolf that you're dealing with, that you're working for. Tell him that. Disrespect him. If you can do that, I'll give you your crops if you can do that. Be bold enough and stand up against evil. Not sit there and work for evil and say you're going to sit there and you got to sit there and you got to work for this bull BS. How can you work for the same people that kills your people and lynches your people and hang your people on trees? And they still doing that to this very day in certain parts of the world, and you don't know that. I know a lot of people gonna think I'm cruel for this video, but I'm telling the truth. I love the truth more than anything. Wake up. Wake your ass up and come out that bullshit you in. And get you another job. Get you a job working at a damn grocery store or something. Not nothing that represent blowing your, just somebody just can point a gun at your people and telling your people, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground right now. And take a gun and why would you choose to work for a person, a system, an organization that points a gun and bust your people's doors down in their car and take a gun and be pointing it at their head? But you choosing to work for that and you think that makes perfect fucking sense. That's what you choose. Every time you think about that, look at Emmett Till. Think about them pictures of Emmett Till. When you in that so-called police car and you got that so-called police Esau uniform on, working for the so-called white man, Google up that post of Emmett Till and just look at it. And think about the position that you're in. Just think long and hard. I'm out. Y'all, you think about that shit. And you'll find out and let the Most High speak to you and you'll determine. It will give you the right answer. It ain't gonna tell you to go work for your enemy. Most High will never tell you to go work for your enemy. Because you gotta practice their customs. You gotta do everything that they do. It's just like if you marry a man. If you marry a man and that man is wicked, what the Bible said, I can't remember, probably can't quote it right. A portion of a woman is given to a wicked man. Somebody put it in the comment section. I might have to look it up, but I'm probably gonna end up coming back and I'll do another one. The portion of a wicked man is given to a wicked woman, something like that. You see what I'm saying? When you go and you work for these people here, You got to understand. That's how you got to understand all of the ways how Esau get down. They're telling you, okay, this is what we do here. We do this and do this and then you got to sign a contract, and that's what you do when you accept a job working for the police force. You got to sign a contract that you're going to do it the way they do it. You got to practice. You under their custom now. You're under their authority. You got to either do it their way or you don't have a job. That's the way it is. It's just like if you go and you work for Popeyes or something like that. Ain't you got to, like when I was working at Popeyes, I didn't even know that I was putting too much seasoning on chicken at Popeyes. Now I know how to do it. Now I can cook it. I can do all kind of, I know how to do it. I can get down with it with my eyes closed. You see what I'm saying? And you go to Popeyes and you work for them, and they told me, they said, well, two you taking one box of chicken and you seasoning 2 packs of seasoning and seasoning one box of chicken, which was too much seasoning. 2 packs of seasoning is too much seasoning to put on one box of chicken. I said, well, I didn't know that because I'm new here and this and that, da, 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 and this and that and third. So I had to lay away from the chicken a while and just do other stuff. You see what I'm saying? And they laid me away from that, and they went to explain to me because came in a meeting and said, well, we can't have this, is too much seasoning, da da da. People can get sick, people can complain. I'm like, and I took that in consideration. I said, well, thank you for telling me that. You see what I mean? Thank you for telling me that, just like that. And so when you work on a police force, when you choose to work on a police force, you got to practice all their customs and ways. That's why the Most High tells you in Jeremiah 10, learn not the way of the heathens, for the customs of the people are vain, right? One cutteth the tree out of the forest. It tells you in verse 2 of Jeremiah 10, learn not the way of the heathens, right? So when you go and you work on the police force, and aren't those are their ways? That's everything that you see them do. I hate having a job. Yeah, because these jobs you got to work for Esau. You actually you're under it's like you're a slave. You owned by them. You got to do. It's no different from the children of Israel when the children of Israel was in Egypt. Yes, that white boss doesn't care about you. If you, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Yes, that white boss doesn't care about you. If you are doing a good job, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk to you until you make a mistake. Then you're in his office. He's chastising you. He's chasing you out or something. He's chewing you out. Okay, my bad. My bad for reading it wrong. He is chewing you out. Okay, yes, that white boss doesn't care about you. If you are doing a good job, he doesn't talk to you until you make a mistake. Then you you are in his office. He's chewing you out. That's true. That's right. Because see, you got to chose when you work for the police force. You got to go back and I went from the scripture called the Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes chapter 33 and verses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. That's where I was quoted from. Yeah, let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. I just put it up there like that. I'll do that. Ecclesiastes chapter 33. Yeah. Yeah. They'll chew you out in a minute. They sure will. Yeah. So when you sign up for these people, when you sign up working for them, that's what'll happen. you work for the same people that will kill you. That's right. You're working for the same people that will kill you. That's what I got up on the screen like that. But a lot of our people ain't gonna think like that. They don't get that. Let me get up out of here and I'll be back. The only thing I did was brush my teeth. I ain't been took no bath for nothing yet. So something this was on. I saw a video on TikTok. What really made me do this video? I saw a video on TikTok to where it just disturbed me when I looked at the video. When I saw the sister, she had a police uniform on, and she was she was playing the rap music, the regular black music. You know what I'm saying? But sitting right in there with the police uniform on, I'm like, man, this is crazy. So what I did, I said, I can't follow nobody like this, nah, because you sold out to your enemy, and I just got off their page and left. I said, let me get up off this and leave. I said, I can't take no more of this. They got everything overpriced where we can't afford anything. Perfect, bro. That is so perfect. Me and my family, we talk about that every day. Yep, me and my mother, we talk about it all the time. Sure do. And they do it on purpose. They poison the water. When water is rain, water is free. I mean, the water falls from the sky. That's crazy. Everything is high. It's not really affecting them. That's the law. It's affecting us. Because see, people they'll try to throw our people. They'll try to throw everybody else in and say, "Well, all white people are not." Well, not all of them. They doing the white folks like that too. They making them pay and stuff like that. And it's like what they doing. They trying to water down the history and make it seem like it's everybody, and they want to lump everybody in there to try to just make it sound like it's equal and stuff like that. But it will never compare to the hundreds and hundreds. It doesn't get rid of our history. You see what I'm saying? Yes, that's just a few right there, but it doesn't change the fact, or it's not going to change the history of our people, what our people went through. That has nothing to do with the history of it. You see what I'm saying? Look how we was done as a nation, and we're still being done this way to this very day. So when you try to put them in there, how in the hell you gonna put the so-called white man in there when you look in Exodus? Moses was only dealing with the children of Israel. Only one race of people went down in a lower state. They not really in a lower state. So whatever they go through, it's not really a curse for the so-called white man to go and buy water. That's not a curse for them to go do it. It's affecting us. It don't affect them. So that ain't got nothing to do with compared to us. They can't even nearby compare. They stole the whole country, stole the whole world. They stole this whole country. They stole America and built it up off of they sweat, blood, and tears and stuff like that. And now we here working for them, sweating and laboring for them and putting money in their hand, and they stole everything. And then when they say you got to obey the laws of the land, I said first of all, the laws of the land is the Bible. They stole our book and then turned around and took and said the laws of the land. No, they made them the laws of the land. That the laws that they stole from us, they take them and use them against us. So when they say obey the laws of the land, stop at a stop sign, this and that and third, all this stuff came from the Bible. They stole that from the Native Americans. So I'll be back. We'll talk.